Hello again, DJ Vic Vapor with you here, working through that Max for Live DNA course. In this lesson, we're going to take a look at reverb, specifically convolution reverb. We're going to compare it to the actual built-in reverb that Ableton's provided for us, and then we're going to notice some drastic differences. So what I'm going to start with is, I'm going to start with the convolution reverb. We're going to go with that guy first. So I'm going to take it and drag it over to our reverb effects channel and let it drop here next to the built-in reverb. That way we'll have an A-B kind of atmosphere here to be able to listen to both of them and see how they differ. So I'm going to turn this guy off for now. And right away on the convolution reverb, you see it's a pretty straightforward little display. Decay, size, pre-delay, width, gain, and dry wet. And in the middle here you see it says drop IRs here. That's the impulse response. And what convolution reverb is looking for, or what it does, is actually works off of the sound of a natural space. So for instance, if I go over here and click on the triangle next to convolution reverb, we've got a number of choices here, and these are all sounds that are from actual spaces as opposed to manufacturing that sound. They actually come right from there. So let's take a look at, say, something like let me see, I'm just going to grab something random here. Stereo spring. I'm going to drop stereo spring over here. Sorry, amazing stereo spring, my bad. Right away you can see it's a relatively long, nice reverb. It's got a nice tail to it right there. But let's, I've got a little synth loop lined up for us here. Let me see where we're at. Did I put that on the wrong channel? Huh. Oh, apologize, I put it over here. Alright, so I've got a little synth loop lined up for us. Let's take a listen and see what we've got. This is without, and then as I increase my ascend, we should begin to hear it, and then I'll solo it as well. So that's the amazing stereo spring effect convolution reverb preset. Let me bring this down so you can hear me okay. Now I'm going to A-B it between this guy and this guy and see if we can notice any drastic differences. So right away you can tell it's a little more authentic, less metallic sounding, and actually gives you the sense that you're actually in a space. So let's experiment with a few others here and see what kind of noise they create for us. Let's try reverb echo. Well, I find that one pretty interesting. I could see myself using that as a recorded wave file, a little reverse action to get a nice little riser sound out of it. Just kind of lost myself there for a minute experimenting with the sound. So once again, Convolution Reverb. Let's move on and take a look and see how the Convolution Pro differs from Convolution. I think there's some nice little changes they've made in Convolution Reverb Pro versus Convolution Reverb. So let's move on to the next video and take a look and see what that is.